three simple words, I've learned all I know. In three simple words, I've learned all I know. Through the highs and the lows, it's a constant flow. Though storms may arise and the night feels so long, I hold on to faith, yes, life goes on strong. Life goes on through the laughter and tears, facing injustice together, conquering fears. We rise up united, we'll stand tall and proud. In this beautiful chaos, let our voices be loud. Each moment we share is a chance to ignite a spark of compassion that shines through the night. Together we'll fight for what's just and what's right. Injustice anywhere dims our collective light. Life goes on through the laughter and tears, facing injustice together, conquering fears. We rise up united, we'll stand tall and proud. In this beautiful chaos, let our voices be loud. We share is a chance to ignite a spark of compassion that shines through the night. Together we'll fight for what's just and what's right. Injustice anywhere dims our collective light. Life goes on through the laughter and tears, facing injustice together, conquering fears. We rise up united, we'll stand tall and proud. In this beautiful chaos, let our voices be loud.
Alright, see if my audio works this time, by the way. I do apologize, a little bit delay. I'm having some issues to connecting YouTube, and also StreamYard would not really work at all. I don't know what's going on with them, but anyhow, hopefully my audio works. And let me just give it another check. If it's too loud, let me know. And if you see the image, let me know, please, because I can't see YouTube currently. And I tried to do that lower third yesterday, Barb. I think I did it. Unfortunately, on this one, I don't have that frame. It would not really work on this. We'll see if I can make one for OBS too. And that being said, happy Monday, all of you. Welcome, Barbara, Tom, Doug. I think we got a couple of people on one of the live rooms, but keep coming in and out. Anyhow, welcome. Happy Monday. As usual, this is Evan, behalf of No Limit Emails. Thank you so much for watching live or a replay. I personally appreciate you because I'm the one doing all these videos. I hope you find some good in them. And if you do, please do share with someone that you care and let us know what you think. That being our way of basically keep sharing all the information that we have with you all, and hopefully show you some of the incredible things that we're doing to get a little bit of your interest, and also hopefully you can join in to our network. And that being said, we always have a members in the room, and I highly recommend you ask one of them to invite you in because you'll get a better deal. And that being said, once more, thank you so much everyone who's joined us lately. I personally appreciate you, and our team is excited that you made the amazing decision to join us. And of course, you put in a huge pressure on us, and you put in you trust in us, and we do not take that for granted, and we'll do everything humanly possible, fast as possible, quickly say that we can give you your count, and now and then basically a little bit time wasting happen between us and you because of basically code expires on Cloudflare. But do not worry, guys. Please just switch your two-way authentication for time period and send us your Cloudflare login details. Or if you already know a little bit about Cloudflare, just tell us the domain you want to use and send us your API key. That's it. All you have to do. Literally, technically, you don't have to do that much. But when you're adding your domain in, is just make sure that you change your DNS name server's name and from your basically registrar. Sometimes you're going to have domains that they don't have hosting, and therefore just change the name server to the Cloudflare, and the ones that Cloudflare gives you. Literally, you have to follow on screen. It's just pretty simple to add the domains to the Cloudflare. Of course, if you don't know how to add this, all you have to do is get contact with us, and we can jump on a live and help you to do that in a couple of minutes. As you all know, we have live rooms, and the live rooms currently posted on the chat. You can make one of those live rooms. Just send us the link, and we can be there and share our screen just like what you see we're doing now. And of course, our live elements a little bit different than what I'm showing you now, because I am personally using OBS to stream YouTube. But Lightroom, you do not have to install anything or make an account or anything like that. It's totally free. Go ahead and use it as you wish. That being said, we also have a sport room, we also have a live active groups, and also we have daily live active rooms. So you can join on in any one of those. Let us know your details, and that way be quickest really to get the count to you. And of course, sometimes counts do kind of delay a little bit because we run really global tests, and sometimes some tests is not satisfactory or fail, and we don't release the counts. But and everything have to be literally, we work like a traffic light system. Everything have to hit green, and then we release it to you. And when it comes to you, everything out the gate works. And I personally quality test before we do releases in almost every system, and as well as my partner. So make sure that anything, when you get your system, if you see anything that is not working or you don't know where to find them, just reach out to us in one of these live rooms and we can help you. Of course, we are live every day, and you can jump on this conversation with us, especially if you're part of No Limit Emails, and is open to everyone who is in No Limit Emails network. And as you can see, we are really live and public when we are on YouTube. So therefore, don't feel shy. Come join in. So doesn't matter even if you have account, you are not in our groups, but really you still want to see what we are doing during the live or replays and stuff. Just join into the conversation, because we share a lot of information, and normally many other kind of service providers, or especially people in our kind of zone, doesn't share much as that we do. The reason that you should do that, really, because we do share insane amount of updates, new news, the things that we are finding interesting, we work with, is literally collaborative rooms that we all openly share with each other. Knowledge, expertise, help, what we're doing wrong, we can get it right, all that good stuff is happening in the live rooms, and I highly recommend you to join the conversation. And once more, thank you to all of you who have received your accounts, guys. I know there is account releases happened this afternoon and well as a couple hours ago, and you should be able to log into your accounts. If you have any issues logging, also let me know, let us know, either way, with so many places that you can reach out to us. Obviously, we are on Telegram. There is a Telegram group, is in the Facebook group chat. You guys could share that in here if you don't mind. And also, there is a WhatsApp group, and of course, there is live rooms for us, just us and you as well as group live rooms. So any given day that literally There is not a 24-hour passes that we are not available, that you cannot connect to us. Literally every single day, in any moment, any given time, you can reach out to us. As personally, only time I really don't answer, guys, is when I'm asleep or I'm away from computer or I don't have a network or signal on my phone, and that's the only time I really can't reach back to you. But rest of it, I do my best to try to get back to you quick as possible, because I know it's important. It is business. If some issues, we want to deal with them there and then, but we got your back. Normally, we fix the system if system have an issue without you even knowing, and because there are kind of diagnostic tools that we run on all systems and all IPs and everything else. So if anything broke, we get indicator, we fix them even before you know it, if it happens. So that's why we normally take care of a lot of stuff a lot before, and obviously when you get into the system, normally should work all the time. So far, the so far has been pretty amazing 5 years for us, and of course, as you all know, I have a good news for you guys. So um, day 21 is going to be our official birthday date, and we will be at 5 years old this time round, which has been incredible time, and amount of stuff has happened in this past 5 years. Hopefully, we will be talking about this in the private room just after the stream. Hopefully, we can organize some good event and all members can show up. We can make it really some decent gift and giveaways. And as it is festive time of the year, let's make few new people happy and introduce them to No Limit Emails. And of course, we will do basically have a long live stream as well, maybe our live stream, and maybe hang out afterwards in the private room, and hopefully you will enjoy it. And I also have quite few kind of announcement. We will make them on the kind of like birthday stream, and hopefully you will like them. Some of the updates that we're working on, some of the upgrades that we're working on, some of the extra stuff that we're working on to benefit you guys, and I think you will all like. Also, I will let you guys know where you can get into that room. I don't know if by then we will be able to still use YouTube. YouTube having some issues, and we have three channels. I have my own channel. I have a basically No Limit Emails main channel, and we also have this channel here. So hopefully we will be able to connect one of them to stream. And this evening was pretty difficult to actually get connected. YouTube's having connection issue. So we will see how it goes on stream. And that once more, welcome everyone. And I have lined up some really good topics for us to kind of have a go through, and as well as take a look at the really email verifier. I had few questions about that, and I have few questions about few other things that really email related, email content related, and as well as kind of capture form and that kind of stuff. Which is we did a long stream really yesterday or the day before. If you watch that, you literally will have overhaul of whole thing that you could set up and everything to work. Is literally I tried to get it in and within 2 hours, but I'm a little bit slow. So maybe you can do it a bit quicker. Obviously, I think is doable. I have done it before, maybe less than an hour to get a lot of the things in that you need to do. So let's get rid of this. And our main topic for this, as you know, powerful email verification. And we really did go through this few streams because it's important, and it's really important part of the email, as we all know. This is what you will get, guys. So for the new people that's joining No Limit Emails, let's just bring my dashboard up, and we will do some email verifications and just shortly. So this is the dashboard, your login page. When you get yours, you can change this image here. You can change internal image. I will show you in a sec. And of course, only thing that you can't really change is this copyright from us. That's your initial kind of login page for the system, but the domain obviously will be yours, and everything else is based on your domain. So we go ahead and log in, and the other image that I kind of mentioned is this here, which is they are in your image libraries. You can take these sizes, replace them with your own. But if you have any issues, just ask us. We can jump on a live and help you to do that couple of minutes. So when you get the system generally a little bit overwhelming, as you all know, literally this is an enterprise level system, and open source, safe and secure, and we've been using it 5 years. I personally haven't had no issues with the tool itself. The issues sometimes we have is maybe it's just the technical or setting issues and things like that, or misconfiguration, but the tool itself, it is one of the, I think it's the second or third available tool in the open source community that literally millions of people use, and hundreds of thousands of companies use Moetic. So internally we use Moetic, but for verification we do not use Moetic. We use our own verification setup, and of course it works. We incorporate it into the Moetic, so any other instance of Moetic out there doesn't have the functions that actually we have. They have other things, people add in plugins and things like that, bridge with something different, but really us, we've been directly integrated to our source, and as you can see in a moment, when I upload the leads, and we will verify them, and so you can see it. So just go take your time, literally. I don't want to hold you everyone again, like just make a beginner's tutorial type, but really just take your time, go through your navigation, decide, and everything you see in here should work wherever you clicked on. And also you have some personal setting when you get your themes, or when you get your system, and you have some themes in here, you have API, you have basically you create categories, your system configurations, and then your system info, and obviously you can add user, you can create roles for them, you can create webhooks, you can look at marketplace. Is not ours, is belong to the Moetic, because we use Moetic. We also kind of respect them. We don't mind our users knowing what Moetic has and what Moetic community do, so we don't want to deny you so much goodness in there. And of course you can create custom field, make very interesting forms to collect data, and of course you have tons of plugins and tons of integrations that you can check out. But generally you don't need anything from this end to mess around. Obviously you can have a look at them. If anything that you really like to kind of have in your system that is useful for you and your company, and you see the plugin repository, and some of them are free, guys, open source, and some of them are not, like membership type payments, and just really we made the system so you don't have to spend extra cent in order for the system work exactly what I'm going to show you and what's supposed to intended to do. But if you want anything extra, of course, Moetic is just a little bit like a WordPress for emails, basically. We created things on top of it, as you can see, themes, plugins, different point of connections, all that good stuff. So let me just kind of show you the marketplace here. So as you can see in marketplace, you have so much like stuff that is open source, and all of the stuff is already, lots of it has been integrated. You really do not have to do anything. One more thing I like to just take you to, so you can see what happens in here. We use Moetic way then, and Moetics got sold to the IKEA. IKEA paid for this tool well above I think it's well above $1 billion, and they purchased the Moetic, but they kept it a few years. They haven't done much to it, and then in the end, they give it back to the guy they bought it from, and went back to the open source again. And then when that happened, there is a new group of open source developers came to the scene, and the whole thing has been much better. And of course, this year, not long ago, Muetic had a conference like Muetic conference that they do global conferences. They go everywhere around the world, and to basically introduce the Muetic to the community of the developers, marketers, to use the tool. Of course, the site themselves, they also sell different services, but we do not use the kind of infrastructure. Therefore, we just use the code and modify it for us to use. And so you can check these things out, guys. There's plenty of stuff that in the hood in here, and you also see some custom fields. Right now, these custom fields are already integrated automatically. All this available basically based on your data, and you can make form everything you see in here. You can add on, and also you just make a new one if you don't see or you want to make your specific ones for you, uh, basically related to your stuff. That you can create new custom fields in here, and then obviously the plugin wise and connection wise, you can see it will connect in a lot of places. Uh, Obviously, for automation and stuff, maybe you using some other kind of say, let's say you're using Salesforce, you can directly integrate. Using Pipedrive, you can integrate. Using Outlook, your commercial email, you can kind of connect them. You use GoToWebinar or things like that, you can connect. Of course, you normally do not have this. We have Jitsi integration on this, but for you don't have to because Meet element is already open source and public, and you can use the room. You don't need to basically do it like I have in here, which is system is a little bit older. This is the kind of connections you can. Of course, you can add your social medias and stuff to integrate with your systems, and that's basically stuff that you can connect to, as you can see. So including Amazon S3 buckets and things like that, you can basically connect yours. And theme wise, you can get the themes, download the themes, but I always use this blank one and has all the elements and works all the time for me. In the last 5 years I've been using this blank theme, has never failed me. And so when you get in themes, just take a note that you have a separate kind of elements in here. You have some themes, they are just emails, and if you're using that theme, may a page and form will not work on that theme, for example. If you just using page, form and email maybe doesn't work on the page. Just let you know they are specific for, obviously they are just specific for basically that's what it says. So just try to use and get a download and modify any of these themes, but as they stand alone, they work. You just basically select them when you make your emails and pages and whatnot. But and also, literally, you can import any websites to use it as your own theme and modify them. Obviously, you don't want to kind of get the content, but really just the UI and the design level of any page that exists out there, as long as it gives you source code that you can copy. You can copy the whole design, and that's the whole idea: is to have a quick design and quick themes and templates creation. So literally any website, almost any, maybe will not work in some websites where they have a paywall or kind of like some sites prevent you to kind of copy anything. So just beware of that. But beside that, if your own website and you have access to your own codes and that's already existed, that you can do also import them. So literally all you do is you can go on one of the themes, you can download it, you can preview the theme, and I will show you just a second when I send an email, and also we get into the email verification. Just a second. And so I just wanted to show you a little bit what you get and what you can do from the kind of get-go. And obviously everything start with your dashboard, and within the dashboard you will see you have some, obviously probably not have data just like me, as we can see in here. So eventually you will see, like if you upload in contact, this is the type stuff you will be able to see. And of course you can modify and also like the organized automation emails you will see in here. And of course you can always remove edit widgets and add more and all that kind of stuff. But generally, this is your dashboard. This is what we look, and this is so far the traffic we've been creating. And so far, I'm a little bit slow, as you can see, on a big kind of like slope. But it's not system broken, guys. It's just me. I'm still sending tons of emails, but velocity and obviously kind of like a little bit lower than the time of the challenges. As time challenges, we were sending like million email at one go. So right now we're not doing. I'm not doing that, but obviously we know the system's capable doing. That's what it is like. It's not the system broke that we are going down, guys. But as you can see, consistencies is also here, week after week. So it's like 5 years this kind of site has been running. And then let's get into the email verification. So when it comes to the email verification, because we have the system that basically provides two functions. That one is that you could use a just forms to capture leads, which is you could verify them with GDPR and all that to the system. That's one way that obviously you can set up the form, and when obviously they kind of click or opted in, you could set up the system so you have a like they have to verify the emails and double opt-ins and all that kind of stuff. So you can do that way, but the system is also capable of literally for cold emailing, that you can get a bunch of data and make an email and send it. And that part has always been difficult and is also very expensive. So everyone can get a email lists and everyone can get a loss of data, but everyone doesn't have a huge budget literally to verify this amount of data. So you can see literally in my system, I have millions verified in the system, and we will see. So let's go ahead and verify some leads, and that's the way that we start with it. And like everything else, I did make this mistake. Please do not make it. When I first got mine, I went straight to my contacts and uploaded a bunch of contacts, and I thought, oh yeah, this is the place I have to put everything. And I was wrong. The way the system actually works is works with segments. So you make a list. A list are segments, and obviously, as you know, if you have an orange, orange has got a segment. So imagine that you got a bunch of leads. You want to separate them, so you know what's happening, if they are reading, if they are unsubscribing, all that kind of stuff. With especially when it comes to the lead nurturing, segmenting, and is organizing them the way that literally you want for your business to organize the leads, and well as you could obviously have a better understanding what they are at in the funnel as well, especially if you are just running a funnel to basically to create a new list from the cold emails. So that's another kind of idea, that you can have a bunch of leads. You can have a one shout out or two shout out to this bunch of leads and redirect it to your new capture form, that be it in our system or could be in another system. Long as you get them, you can, long as you can have access to re-download back, then you import to the system, basically send emails. It makes it easier for me and for everybody else. So to say everything start in the system essentially with segments, and we go ahead and create a few, and then we will basically upload and verify some leads. So you can see all the segments, and for today's going to be a 284. This is beginning of our basically list creation. But when it comes to the obviously automation is totally works with both your forms. I think 284. I'm just organizing the list like this myself, but you can see And here you could create categories, or you could leave this on and off. I normally just leave them on because I'm just sending emails, and leave this on and publish, and I'll leave this off because I haven't got capture page set up for this emails that I'm sending. That's for your capture page. If you want your capture page to be a preference center, and you can switch that on, obviously add your page. So we save and close without adding anything else. I just made a mistake here. Let me just change the name. It's pretty simple, and I do make mistakes. Um, this should be a 4, I don't know, 284, and I did another mistake. I want to show you again. So you see, like, I just changed the name, but I didn't delete this, but didn't change this and change that, and same as the slug. All you have to do is remove them and hit save again, and that's it. Now we have that segment done, and now let's look correct. Okay, so we have no contacts. Let's import and verify bunch of contacts. And import is this area here, and you just hit import. And once more, you don't need any change in here, nothing to change. This is just limit of how many emails you'll process at one go, and you increase this to 10,000, it's not going to do anything. As always stays 100. That's the sweet spot, and you don't need to change anything. Just choose file, and I want to get a small file so we can use the verifier on screen. By the way, some of the files that I'm uploading currently, probably previously I have uploaded. Let's just upload this. It's about 1500. We should not take long, so let's do. And then once more, and this is a very important part, do not skip this. Let's take it from the top. Obviously you have function in here. Import in a background is the fastest and the safest. Import in a browser, you can see the data, what happens in the end. And of course, even using this one in the back end, it will still have that data. But it's just visual scene, and it takes a little bit longer in the browser. Just a moment, I will explain that why. Segment, that's the one we created, day 284. Is what we got to add that list, and then obviously match the columns and you get on the CSV file. Right now I just have an email, but I could imagine that you could have a full company data for personalization, also the things for your email. So make sure that you match most of these fields, and some of the fields, if you don't have the data for it, you can select, just say ID, and that should be able to you should be able to import. And also don't override the value if already exists. The reason is that, let's say I signed up 5 different lists, you got me in 5 different segments, and I signed up for a book here, for a course there, for a product the other. So this prevents that happening, so you don't override the data, especially if you have already people opted in and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and import it in a browser. And this import, when it kicks in, what happens in here right now is verification happening, and at the same time as creating this list for us. Basically we are hitting 2 stone and 2 birds with 1 stone essentially in here, and with 1 task, and that is good time saver. And of course right now I'm live, I'm using OBS. This is normally take a little bit of bandwidth on my end, and that's why on browser action is a lot slower than obviously you just importing in the background. And obviously right now is dependencies on my internet power in a browser, and obviously I have a lot of tabs open. So we have uploaded this, and that's pretty clean data and we didn't find any, and this contacts list is ready for us to basically email to. So that's how quick no limit emails email verifier works, and how quick basically accurately counts for you, and how quickly enables us to use the list we just uploaded. So having this verification is very important. But what with no limit emails, we have another kind of interesting part to it. How you send an email also before sends the email out verifies it again. So imagine that you upload a list 4 or 5 years ago, just like me, and obviously will be some invalid emails into those lists, and therefore every time we send an email, no limit emails verify the emails again. And this gives us better basically accuracy, and also reduces spam, reduces bounces, and all that kind of good stuff. So that's one batch we uploaded. Let's go ahead and make another one. And then also we check, see if we had any contacts uploaded to our contacts, which is here it did. So let's go make and one more segment in here, and this one we're going to call it 284 plus. And that's how I'm going to do this one. 284 plus. And once more, this filter stuff, when you do an automation, you can kind of apply, but right now, because we're just going to do the direct basically emailing, we don't need to set up anything like that. Normally this kind of things you can set up with your, when you're setting up the form, and really automation, as everything stays same. Once more we save and close, and our list is ready. And once more, let's go back to contacts. As you can see, the function of import comes from the contact tab, and the rest of the stuff that we work with the segments. So once more, we're just going to choose file, and this time let's just choose something a little bit bigger, so you guys can see it's not the trick here. I don't know if I have verified this batch before or not, but currently I will show you in a moment. Day 284 plus. So we select that. Obviously you can add a tag, you create tag for this list, and depending on location or city or town or occupation, all that kind of stuff. So once more, let's just do it again on the browser, and this is a little bit bigger, so you guys can see incrementally. You can also keep increasing, and also when you get your system, please do follow the guide that we give you, because it's a bit slow start, and it gets very open. Everything get opened up when you have almost completed like a month of using it. So literally day 1 is slow, and day 2 slow, till day 15, 20 is pretty slow. And I can tell you, kind of a little bit frustrating for first couple of weeks. I really get that, but believe us, please just trust our experience, what we done, so you can really help yourself not burn your IPs, which is we do the express lot of things to prevent that happening, guys. And we have so many different filters set up, different kind of stuff set up, that is literally impossible for you to burn your IP, guys. We try to protect your reputation. Our goal is in here to build a reputation, not tarnish it and not destroy it. And of course, this is your business. You also got to be sensible using, just because we got bounty of kind of data that we're using, and I'm using it to just showcase what power it has. You don't have to do what I'm doing on screen. So you can be basically a little bit more sensible with it than myself, because I'm just showing you demo what it does. I really do not have a targeted list in here. It's just total random, but it just gives you idea what can be done, especially if you building a really proper infrastructure for data harnessing, data verification, data cleansing, and as well as contact nurturing and contact control. So as you can see, this time in this one I had a invalid lead, and system has captured it and safe for us to use. So now if we go back, obviously you can view contacts, you can view the import, you can see the rest of the stuff in here in your system, as you know. I try to go back and we have a look, see what happens in here. So we just created this list and we uploaded about 1500, and we created this list, we uploaded about 3k. And let's create another one, and this one will be 284 plus 1. So 284 plus 1. Hopefully plus will work. So I'm just organizing this. It's not about the system is not 200 days old, guys. This one's 5 years old, almost. But I did rejigged stuff and wiped it out, and once more we started the challenges. So we have the, let me see, just save and close once more. Alright, and let's go back and import this time a little bit more data. So we're going to, so you saw how the verify works. Let's just also make sure that this new files is a little bit bigger, and let's say we get this here, and once more upload, and we're going to choose our name, day 284 plus 1, and this time we will import in the background, because this file you will see is a little bit bigger, and that will be a few minutes too. And also make sure that this field kind of match. You can see all the field you get in here, different IPs and mobile phone numbers and everything else. And import in the background. So this will do it a little bit quicker for us as data get bigger. So you see, so we have about 30k, close to 40k to upload to our third list that we just made. Now I just want to show you something in here. As you can see, this took about a minute or so. This didn't take that long, less than a minute. As you can see, I mean 43 seconds to have a list of 1500 people to connect to or send an email to. It's pretty amazing. So 1 minute, have a 3000 people to connect to, not bad. 3 minutes to basically send an like email to 30k. Sometimes it's going to be a little bit longer time, because on screen I want to show you. So you can also see different amount of leads that I've been uploading, also regularity in here, so you can see and organize yourself time wise. So you can see in here very similar thing we did in here. This is on screen. It takes obviously more bandwidth, guys. This is on screen, this is off screen, this is on screen, this is off screen. So we can see between 3 to 10 minutes difference almost when you doing a task in the background. So when it comes to the also bigger numbers, you can see up to 60k upload one go. Up, you know, it's really up to you how you can upload up to 250k one single list, which is give you full list 1 million emails if that's what you want. But ideal is to have a smaller chunk so you can verify them, you can easily use them, utilize them, and also segment them to become a different thing. So this is basically 500 lists, over 500 lists in here, and my goal is to try to reach 600 by the end of the year. We will see. So still got a bit of time to go. I think I will get there. So let's just go refresh this page, see what the situation is. So as you can see, it's on progress. It's 1 minute so far, and updated so many stuff. Ignore some. Basically, ignoring one is the bad emails. So you can see the last one we captured kind of bad email here. One normal one file is kind of system verify file. It's not a problem, but anything more than one that you see is the where system catches the bad emails or invalid or weird ones. And in here I have tested 60k, and 60k is totally from unverified. And when I put it in, obviously some of the spam unverified, and rejected every single one of them, which is pretty awesome. And obviously this way is safe, as you can see. Like, I'm testing, so we know what's going on. We know when you get your system, we know exactly what happens, because we do all this vigorous testing ourselves. When it comes to the functioning part of it, is really working part of the tool. And you can see 60k takes you 8-10 minutes to upload, which is not many systems out there does that anyway in that speed, unless you got like IBM Watson working for you. So like you can see also time interval exactly similar. This is again like literally we do this kind of things for kind of tuning things up, as you can see. So basically endless amount of lists, guys. You can we just created 3 ourselves on the stream alone, and let's give it a refresh again, see what's happening here. So we're almost there, 80% done. So we just uploaded basically well above 40k, and didn't take us all day. And we're now going to go ahead basically and make an email and send this email to these people. So just give a moment. Normally, obviously, as you saw, 60k 8 minutes, 30k above 30k should take 3 to 4 minutes, just like here. You see, just like basically this, sometimes my internet bit faster, or I'm uploading on mobile is even faster. So the time incrementation of data process is just really amazing, how quick it is and how accurate it is, because we want this data to work for us. So it's all complete. And of course you can go on and do build this list, guys. And obviously in here again, catch some, update some, and whatnot. And we are ready to go and send an email. Let's go do that. And on the email, so as you can see, yesterday email, the day before, the day before, the day before, the day before, but all these campaigns are active, and they will keep producing basically the ones that are active green, the ones that I switch off is like I'm switching them off, but you can see. So to just basically, I don't want everything to be active, especially if emails are sent 5 years ago. But that's the kind of no limit emails, the way we set things up. When you produce email, and it will always stays on, guys, and just remember that. And it's not one day time or one type of one time email that you send out. Literally, you make email, your email is basically live page within the system, and also the link that you send on email, if a year down the road people click on it, and it still be live if you leave that active on there. So we have this email in here, and start getting some traction. Obviously this, I'm still catching up on this. And let's go ahead and make a clone of it. And this is the content. We do this anyway. Let's just go and make a clone of it. So we're going to list, which is the segments. I'm just going to change this name here to 84 plus 84. gonna put a plus and 1 because I will select all 3 segments we just uploaded. Day 284. As you can see, we're just going to select them all. And then once more, when you do the search, day 284 plus day 284 and just a plus. So this is the 3 lists we created, and should lead the numbers should be very close to the 40k, something like that, as you saw. Let's just change this little touch. Outreaches with no cash, something like that. Let's see. So we just save this and save and close. I'm already happy with this email content, and we're going to hit send, and we will obviously I'll just switch back publish, and we go back on the email. Obviously I forgot to publish it on the when I was editing, guys. So let's go ahead and send. Once more, you don't need to do anything in here, and you don't need to change this number. You just hit send, and then confirmation of sending, and now the system sending email out. That's basically, we just created these lists, verified them, and we made a clone of our yesterday's email, and we send an email to them. So this is how quickly you can make the data that is dormant sitting on a file and make it work for you. And the only tool does that really is email and email systems. Not all email systems are this good to just give you really what you need to have. And the essential part, essentially the email verification, so you don't burn your IP. And I've been using one single IP last 4.5 years, very close to 5 years with the system, and I haven't burned my IPs, guys, and I have not burned my domain, and everything's still working perfect. And that's basically where we at. So this will take a little bit of time to send, and I don't want to hold you another 40 minutes, guys. As it is Monday, you can join us at Meet No Limit Emails, one of the live rooms, and today is No Limit Mondays. Join us over there. And once more, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I was not boring, and I hope you also like that song. And that being said, we will continue rest of this in that room I just mentioned. Come and join us. Have a conversation. Happy sending it. I'll speak to you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a great evening all.